Up, answer this honestly. When was the last time you created something instead of just consuming everything you see on the internet? Pause this video and think in yourself that what have I created recently? Can you think of anything? Most probably not, because I've seen a lot of people that are just become a consumer sheep, and people say the NPC behavior. Now the new NPC is just consuming content and not doing anything. Okay, I see this in a lot of things. A lot of things. People just like to consume nowadays because it is the most easiest thing. Because see, in the like let's take the example of caveman days like every influencer talk nowadays. So in the caveman days you can't just sit and watch because you will die. If you sit and watch somebody hunt a buffalo and you don't do it, he won't share it with you and you will die. But now the thing is, you do your job. Like suppose you work whatever job you work, okay, suppose you do your job, your work, your anything, you do that, and after that you just watch content. And what will happen, your life is in a medium scroll. Like you have enough money to eat and buy a thing here, but it is not optimal, it is not the best. And life should be best. I've seen a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm just passing in life, yeah. And in Hindi there is a very amazing term I like to rephrase is समय कट रहा है. And now, when people say this, I feel really tense. I really feel sad about them. I was like, life is so fun. Life is so fun. I can today go to a hill station, then go to a tropical place, then go to a sandy place, and I can experience a lot of culture. I can meet a lot of people, and I can see a lot of things. Can you just imagine how interesting that is? And then people say life is just passing by. You know why? Because you are watching too much content. And how to know if you are watching too much content? The simple rule is 1 to 2 ratio. For every 1 hour of content you watch, you do something for 2 hours. Okay, and this is not like you watch 1 hour of building a car video and you do 2 hours of exercising. That is not it. You can get away with that, but the best thing is you watch content that will help you in those 2 hours. Suppose suppose you are going on a hike. Okay, you going on a hike to a mountain and you watched 1 hour of videos explaining all the dangers, all the pros cons of doing that hike, all the views, everything. You get all that knowledge and you spend 2 hours hiking that mountain. That is a productive thing. But what people do is, I have seen this a lot, what people do. Because when I don't interact with that many people, but whenever I interact with somebody, I get to know that what the average norm or the NPC is right now. Okay, the new NPC is people watch other people building their life, getting this, getting that, and then comment, then like, and all of that stuff. They are not even conscious enough to think like this dude is buying that shit off of me. And you might be saying, no, I didn't give him any money. First of all, that he if you didn't give him any money, you are not his audience target. Okay, if you didn't give him money yet, you are not his audience target. That's the simple thing. Why would he publish so many videos if you are not going to buy anything? Why? Because YouTube just randomly spits people the thing that they want to watch. Okay, that the thing that they want to watch randomly. And what people do is, in these days they just sit there and watch vlogging was so popular. And I know I watch only one vlog, sometimes one or two, and that too while I was eating. I always watch vlogs, not always watch vlogs, but whenever I'm alone, I watch vlogs while I'm eating, just that. Just that. Just, just on that time. And how much time does it take me to eat? 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes. And there are certain creators I watch that have a very happy vibe to them. And I watch the vlogs because of that. The happy vibe, not the lifestyle, not anything else. just the happy vibe, because I have an experience with this. I had this habit of eating food like while watching phone at since the age of 6 or 7. So I thought this isn't a bad habit. So I continued with that. But what experience bad I have with what the bad experience I had with the watching vlogs thing is I started watching a creator that is living in Japan. He was Indian, and I was making like more than him. Let's just say that more than him. I'm not gonna give any numbers. I was making more than him. Then I watched some of his vlogs and I see his content. His content was, how would I say, normal, like the normalest life you can have. He didn't go on any trips. He didn't go on here, there, nothing. What this dude does is he just records himself and watch videos. Some people might like it, some people might like it, and certainly some people like it. But what was the breaking point for me is when I started watching him, he was telling, yeah, this money is good, this is that, this is that. And then he started saying, I am very happy of the money I'm making because when I came to Japan, I was struggling and all of that stuff. He started telling his struggles. But the thing was with struggle, I don't wanna laugh, but with the thing with the struggle thing is, suppose you're struggling here and then you get here, your struggle doesn't end. That's the part. Your struggle doesn't end here. Come on. Suppose you are making 1 lakh a month. 1 lakh a month. And you started making 2 lakhs a month. Your struggle doesn't end. 2 lakh is nothing. Okay, so then he started saying, yeah, I am very grateful for this money. And what I noticed is my business started to go down. I started to think, I am here sitting in my house while he is at Japan. He has to wake up in the morning. He has to do this. He has to do that, and he has to work a shift to make that money. While here I'm just in my room making money at my own comfort, at my own time. Like I didn't wake up to an alarm clock. Okay, I had deadlines, but I didn't wake up to an alarm clock. Okay, so I started thinking that, and then my business went down, and then I stopped watching him and didn't watch him ever since. Okay, so you need to figure out if that person has a happy vibe. That dude didn't even have a happy vibe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how his channel is running, but I'm not gonna bash him. Good for you, but that content was just not for me. So you have to figure out if you are watching too much content or it is negatively benefiting in your life. How? It is very easy. It is very easy to suppose you see a LaFerrari, and and then you have to go to your job. I don't go to a job, but still I see a LaFerrari and then I have to work. And even if I get paid, like on that day I get an invoice and get paid, you will still think this is nothing. This is nothing. Just take an example for a Lambo. Lambo costs 300k. Suppose you got an invoice paid for today for just 1k, 2k, 2k USD, and you will be thinking like, this is nothing. This is nothing. I can't buy that car. And by the end of the day, your half of the money is gone and all of that stuff. You will be sad for that. That's why I would say don't watch vlogs, don't watch people too much. Start building your own life, because what are you gonna tell your friends, or what are you gonna talk to your missus about when you meet? I watch vlogs. Yeah, that dude is great. That dude built a 24-inch bicep. You're gonna talk about that? That is cringe. Okay, you shouldn't talk about others while you are talking with your loved ones. You should talk about yourself, your stories, and your things. Just that. See you in the next one. Don't be in this mindset of just watching, watching, watching. Be in the mindset of building, because if you build, you can create. And let me know if I should do vlogs. I'm thinking of that, but I don't know. Let's think. Let's make my life more interesting in that nature. See you in the next one.